Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thank you, man. Out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. Oh, I'm in the book. I got a nice one for you today. We're going to talk about the mind of a spiritually enlightened person, aka sage or right thinkers, whichever you want to prefer. But let's talk about that. This is good stuff. This is information that I like to give out. So let's go. I'm doing what I do for you. That's right. Rightisms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya be true. Right thinkers, P-Funk philosophy on mind of a spiritually enlightened person. What's going on up here? This is all about teaching you how to use this thing, okay? I'm not doing nothing physical. This is all mental and spiritual. So that's right. The mind of a spiritually enlightened person. When a human being becomes spiritually enlightened, it's called sagehood. You call them a sage. I should have put my hat on for this one. I got my teaching hat on, same thing. All right. But there is an awareness of infinite expansion of and oneness with all things. When you become one with God, you have expanded your consciousness to be what? Know all. Okay. All knowing. That's what God is. When you connect with Him, that's what you become. Okay. Philosophically, metaphorically. So this feeling transcends the physical awareness of your body and mind, even though these continue to exist as a wakened lucid dream. Sometimes if you get good with this, you're dreaming and you can realize you wake up. It's called lucid dreaming. You wake up and realize you're dreaming while you're dreaming. That way you can pretty much dictate what you dream, okay? That's called lucidity. All right, that's another wave of another level of meditation. You reach that level. But waking lucid dream and continues on after you waking up mentally within your dream. Okay? So an enlightened person sees all parts as him or herself, therefore feels no physical desires for objects or company of any person in particular to make them happy. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. I don't need your company to be happy. I don't need things to be happy. That's the difference. When you become spiritually enlightened, that's the mindset. Okay? Understanding, I'm good. I'm good. I can do without whatever you got. If I got to do without it, I ain't got a problem. Simple as that. I don't need nothing that bad that I can't do without. No, I'm not addicted to nothing. Okay, that's the difference. And when you become spiritually enlightened, that's how you solve your addictions, by dispassionate and detachment from physical things and material things of this world. It's a mindset. And on the other hand, you have an enlightened person who also does not feel a need to keep objects. Okay, I don't stack stuff. I'm not a hoarder. Objects or even persons around for themselves to be happy. He kept around. I call it, peons. I had an entourage. Okay, people just was around you because they wanted to be around you. They know what you're doing, so they want to be part of it. Okay, I get it. I understand that. But when you grow out, that's ego. That's all ego. Anybody who wants people to praise them, make them feel good, that's ego driven. Understand that. Moving on. So again, I don't aspire for those things anymore in my life. I used to. I know. Been there, done that again. So don't get it twisted because now there is indifference and a detachment and dispassion due to now your inner contentment. When you reach that level within yourself of peace and harmony, hotep, bliss, things don't bother you, okay? And this is what they mean by true freedom. I'm liberated from the world of what? Ignorance, material things, as well as the cycle. When you reach this level, now you did what? You reach the cycle of, you stop the cycle of birth and death. You have reached the level of what? Self-knowledge. Nihas, you know yourself. That means now you're conscious. Your body, your spirit has become conscious of who it is. Your heart connected with your mind. That's God. So when the physical body leaves, you're conscious in your spirit, going home. One-way ticket to back to where you come from. That's the concept of our religion. That's the purpose for us coming here as human beings. So you can like it here and keep reincarnating, but we already know the cycle of life. That's what it's about. But you ain't got to keep living it. The goal for me and my right thing is to end the cycle of life and go on for eternity. That and knowing the goal is to know who you are forever. I just love that. All right. So now the goal is to break the cycle of birth was that. So this is because why? There is no unconscious desires. When I die, I don't have desires of doing or being no longer in this physical world. I'm done with this nonsense. Take me home. Yeah. Okay. So I don't have the leftover residue. Got them all out, done, moving on. That's when you be detached from the physical world. That's you have this passion for anything physical. I don't love nobody enough that I'm going to sacrifice nothing. Simple as that. So you've gotten past all your desires and your illusions of the physical world, which will impel your mind to continue seeking what they consider happiness and satisfaction from the realms of relative existence, which is your astral or your physical plane, the physical world. And if you don't get conscious here, you come back here again, which are governed by what we call the triad of consciousness. Hermes, thought, Tahuti, the mind of God. They call him in the Greeks thrice great. Why? Because on every level of existence, he knows himself. That's why. So another lesson. But there is now, at this point, no ignorance in your mind about your true identity of who you are. So therefore, there is no lingering desires of the flesh in the physical world to be with an individual or seeking fulfillment of one's egoistic needs or having experienced the disappointments and more life sorrows of that individual existence by what? Continue to desire things from the past life. I don't have those, so I don't have to worry about that. Those who do, that's what's going to happen. And because when you have knowledge of you, you have put the work in, you have made your connection with God, you put yourself in a position to be what? To be blessed with the things that you do. Now you got God's attention. His eyes on you. I don't give a damn about man's eyes. I want God's eye. You don't need but one. You got that one on you, I'm good. But when you become an enlightened sage or right thinker, you live in a constant awareness at all levels. Mentally. Tahuti, thought, Trismegistus, you great. And every experience that you have in the physical, in the waking, and the dreamless sleep state, we call that conscious is wake. Subconscious is the dream state. Unconscious is the dreamless state. When you go where you don't know nothing, but you wake up feeling so good, like to go in there. Those are all states of level that's inside you. And when you come to use this miraculous, sophisticated machinery, you'll understand that everyone. That's the difference. And now at this level, nothing but ripples of vibrations in the ocean of pure consciousness. You went through every stage, you mastered the phases, but they are really wonderful displays of the multiplicity and the myriad permutations of what we know infinite possibilities while in the flesh. You're going to encounter adverse situations. You're going to encounter prosperous situations. But you have to maintain you in any of those situations. That's self-mastery. However, a sage, they realize that they are now fleeting and illusory in the physical world, just like the dream world. So you, as a sage, do not allow your physical attachments to grow in the mind, or nor do you harbor those illusions about objects or people that's going to make you happy. If you're the kind of person who can't be by themselves, you got an ego problem. Why? The ego don't like to be lonely. It wants company. Ain't that say misery love company? So all these things play out. And when you start getting insight information about yourself, you can see where you understand them. Now you can learn how to avoid the nonsense, okay? You can sidestep by the BS and go on about your business. When you're ignorant, you don't see these things. You pitfalls. You walk and fall into every one. Boop. As soon as you get out one, boop, right into another. Oop. Right into, why? You don't know where you're going. You don't know what's going on. So you got to become conscious, awake of what? Things around you in this phenomenal world. The five senses. You got to smell it. You got to see it. You got to hear it. And you got to touch it and then taste it to see if it's real. In the spiritual world, those things don't mean jack. Spirit is all mental. That's where you got to become conscious. So a sage is what we call your supreme witness of the spectacle that we call life in the physical world. You got to sit back and observe it for what it is, not get caught up in it, like going to the movie and engulf yourself in the movie. Now you're crying, laughing, because the movie, because you invested in it. But if you go there to watch it, you sit there, yeah. Some people can do that. Some people like engulfing and they sit there and cry and laugh and have a good time. That's okay. That's fine. But having discovered true reality in oneself, that transcends everything else. And a sage realizes that. And now you're being anchored to what? That reality. Not in the physical world. Nothing here can hurt them and add anything to them, to their feeling or their contentment. Why? What's inside can't be touched. And Hammer can touch this. But it's telling you here, where it says, can it hurt? Oh man, I had the idea. Jesus Christ. Anger to the God, the physical world. Your spirit cannot be hurt by situations going on outside the physical body. But, okay, God has been adding on since the beginning. He haven't added nothing to him. He's been people dying, losing, and he ain't lost nothing. That's God. That's the true concept of not adding or losing anything. Why? He's eternal in all things. Everything else is from him, as him. And so, as a true spirit aspirant of right thinking philosophy, to grow, your personal task is to be able to control what? Your mind by thinking right. And by engaging in various spiritual discipline practices outlined by Marriott. Here, I give it to you daily, and with patience, due diligence, and perseverance, you yourself must move forward on your personal quest for what? Self-discovery, to know thyself. It's personal. It's a journey. Become the hero and reach it for yourself. And through daily studying of the teachings and the daily reflecting upon them and the constantly meditating on them as often as possible, if these practices, these things are undertaken and put your best effort in it, and which is outlined here, you will eventually be able to learn to master and control your mind, aka become a right thinker, and discover all the hidden realms within yourself and within your conscious mind. And this is leading to discovery of what we call supreme self. God. For yourself, your true identity. If God is who you really are, why don't everybody just realize they're God? Therein lies the human experience. Okay? Deal with this, master this, and then come on home. Okay, this is just a phase. It ain't no big deal. But once you realize that, you'll be better for it. Those who don't, they continue to play the game. Okay, the game of life. Born, die. No, you're supposed to enlighten before you die, and that way you don't die. You're going to forever. That's the name of the game. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. It didn't take long. I like this one. I got another one coming for you. The consciousness and the three states of mind. It's all mental with me. Hope you learn it. This is what it's all about. Learn how to use this sophisticated machinery. I'm just the instructor. I know the way why I mastermind. And again, in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I'll never know that my right thinkers who now understand and maybe have the mind of a spiritually enlightened person have passed away. Remember, we don't pass away. We go into the afterlife, knowing who we are. That's the goal. That's the lesson. I'll be right back.